I'm Kat Pitticelli. This is Micah Bestick. We are registered dietitians with St. Vincent's Weight Loss Services, and we're here today to talk about the top holiday healthy eating tips for December 2017. The holidays tend to be a time of year where we start to kind of lose ourselves along the way. We tend to put other priorities such as holiday shopping, holiday parties for work, and social events before taking care of ourselves. And this tends to lead to a bit of weight gain over the holidays. They once thought that the average American gained on average 5 pounds over the holiday season, although more recent research has said it's probably closer to a pound. That's the good news. The bad news is we're not terribly likely to lose this weight throughout the rest of the year, and also people who are already overweight are more prone to gain a bit more weight. And I like this cartoon here. Looks like you put on a little weight over the holidays, and the other snowman says, yes, but it's mostly water. So Micah and I are here today to talk about the top 3 healthy eating tips so that you don't fall prey to those holiday pounds this season.
So number 1, we've got stop the mindless munching. Not only throughout the year does this help, but specifically during the holiday time where we might have different foods more available to us. Your neighbor dropped by to drop off some Christmas cookies, or somebody's brought a special pumpkin pie that they made and brought into work. We have more food just readily available to us during this holiday season, and we might walk by it 50 times throughout the day and say, no, I'm not going to do it. But on that 51st time we walk by, we might cave into it. So it's all about setting up our environment to make it easier for us. Dr. Brian Wansink out of Cornell University did a study on this. He calls it the candy dish placement. And you can just go to YouTube, Google Brian Wansink candy dish placement, and you'll see his video about it. But he placed a jar of Hershey Kisses next to somebody right there at their desk and measured how many times throughout the day they would eat a Hershey Kiss. And it was 9 times when it was pretty close to them. And then he moved it 6 feet away and measured how often they would go for Hershey Kiss. And just moving it 6 feet decreased it by half to 4 times a day. So having that dish there right next to you, kind of calling to you randomly throughout that day, is, especially if it's a high trigger food, can easily pack on close to 12 pounds throughout the year. So set up the environment so it helps you. If you know that something is really enticing, you can put it behind something else in the fridge or behind something else in the cupboard so that it's not the first thing you see when you open that refrigerator door or the cabinet.
Our number 2 tip is to be consistent. So again, the holidays tend to be a time that we forget about prioritizing our own health, and we let all of those other responsibilities kind of get in the way. But this is a time of year when we really want to continue doing the things that help us to be successful in the first place. So whether that's continuing to carve out time for exercise each day, or making sure that you're saving time for that daily reflection or meditation, making sure that you're packing healthy snacks when on the go or when out Christmas shopping so that you're not falling prey to all of the Christmas lattes and other things that are available this time of year.
And finally, number 3, don't forget to go slow. We get caught up in the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, and we need to remind ourselves to slow down, not only with eating, but also in life as general, as Kat was talking about, and still making time for ourselves. It takes about 30 minutes for us to realize when we are full. And the main message that we have for you here is to hit that pause button. When we're faced with a high trigger food, instead of reacting like we normally would with our reaction of just going for it and eating it, hit that pause button and you respond. You are in the moment and taking responsibility for the choice that you decide to make. So in review,
our first point, stop the mindless munching, whether that means setting up your office or home environment so that you can be successful, but we definitely need to stop the mindless munching, to be consistent with the things that helped us to be successful in the first place, and to remember to go slow. take time to respond rather than just reacting. So stay tuned next month, January 2018, for our top tips for following your New Year's resolution.